Now that was reported today. They found a note in his apartment recommending treatment, and it was torn up and destroyed. And now I wonder what's going to happen there. They're saying that he had a sickness of some kind, mental illness, leading to this escapade. I'm going to go now into my Twitter now and see what news is hiding there. So I'll put it there and get that up. And as you all know, if you're a follower on Twitter, don't forget, just look for the antique radio that says GJRB Online. And when you do, you'll see the name GJRB Online, big bold letters, and underneath it at the Radio Maniac. That's me on Twitter. And you can listen to the Gary Russen program there too. As a matter of fact, all you do is go down, find it. Here it is. The Gary Russen Program032715. Click the down media button, and there you'll see it come up. And you can listen live right here on Twitter. And there's another emblem that looks like dots with lines on it. Following it's like dot in the line, dot in the line, dot in the line. It looks like a piece of paper or something. You click that, and it gives you all the postings, everything I have on Spreaker, every podcast. You can listen to it right here on Twitter. You listen to it right on Twitter. So if you don't have the application for Spreaker and you want to listen to the Gary Russen program, the place to be is Twitter. All right, you got the Gary Russen program here on GJRB Online, and we're kind of wrapping it up this edition. Not bad program for a guy who has kind of a cold right now. Kind of got interesting because the cold really got bad. Like last night, I thought, no, it's gonna seriously cancel. But I thought, no, I got everything together, got the stories I want to talk about. Even though I'm going to add another show and extra show in April, I really wanted to do this show because I have some extra things to talk about today, and I really wanted to get across as far as our program schedule because I want to talk about that next real quick. First off, our Spring Spectacular is winding down. I'm trying to get various things done to fulfill that. So far, Swing Time and Tomorrow Up and Coming will be uploaded, and so that worked out pretty good. Now I'm going to try to accomplish that on live phone calls and try to see if I can work on a guest. I have a friend of mine who I'm going to try to get a hold of from Pennsylvania. Maybe he'd like to get on. I've got a few people. And if you have something you have a twist on the news, you have something you'd like to talk about, you'd like to be a guest just with me, spend about an hour on the Gary Russen program with me here on Spreaker, you can do that. Just send me an email, GaryJ65@yahoo.com. Drop me your phone number and the time you're available. We can either do it live or I can pre-record it as a podcast and then download it and then have it ready for the show. But you can do that either way, and it'll give you a chance to talk to me while I'm on the air that way too. But like I said before, all you got to do is go to that balloon and comic book balloon and just click there. And you want to follow me on Spreaker, go for it, because that is a great way to communicate with me. I've already had some great people talk to me in the past, including David Baker, Program Director of KALA in Davenport at the St. Ambrose University campus. Talked to us one week, and we had a guy here last year during the Ferguson thing, and he talked to us a little bit, just asked me a question, and it was great. So I'm looking forward to seeing what else we can get here. Now, every once in a while, I usually click over to my GJRB online and see how many people are listening live. Got 0 on it right now, so it could be people are leaving at this point. But I'm keeping an eye on the numbers because one of these Gary Russen programs, it's going to be a Freestyle Friday, of course, Freestyle Friday, and I'm going to leave it virtually open for phone calls. Have a cell phone available. Now keep in mind the number I will give you for that will only be available when I'm on the air, and only when I'm on the air. After that, closed up, because I use that phone for personal reasons. So, and it's only once in a while I'm going to do it. Right now, it's just going to be an experimental thing, and just to see how my audience I have out there. If you are calling from overseas to this program, don't want to be picky about it, but speak English, please, because if you're fluent English, really appreciate it, because took a language back in high school and didn't fare too well. So English is the preferred language here on GJRB. So if you were to do that, please do that. And you can talk to me right here on the show. So I'm hoping we can really get something on it. So I'm going to be trying on the next. Now, then I don't know when the next Gary Russen program is going to happen. Looking at a date here, because like I said before, this show is what's going to be called a floating show under the new GJRB summer schedule, which is going to commence about the end of May. Now we're going to finish off with the schedule we already got, and everything's going to remain on Monday. Up and coming, in the up and coming and rock worship and all that will remain a Monday program. Way out there, the third Friday of the month will remain there, but we will be expanding those shows to be on more often. Smooth Afternoon, Smooth Jazz will also get on the floating show list, and a bunch of other ones. So I will be making that list, and within about the next couple weeks, thinking maybe... let me see here. Oops. Next couple of weeks. I'm thinking here, because then Monday, okay, now keep in mind we're going to be on tomorrow for Sports Page. And then we'll be off there Sunday. No work on Sunday. Monday off too, but I'll be working on some production. And Tuesday, I'm going to probably do something on my closed circuit end. 80s music, and then we're going to come back. I'm planning on doing something with 80s here in the summer. I'll give you details on that as soon as possible. And then on the 1st, now this is all subject to change, of course. The 1st, I'm going to be doing something local again with Cubs baseball. And then on the 3rd, on the 2nd, I got production. On the 3rd, that's next Friday. No Gary Russen program. We're going to do Christian rock all day. Like I said earlier, Christian rock all day, and Christian and worship music all day, because it's Good Friday. Remembering that what Christ did for us on the cross, how he paid the price for us. So Good Friday set aside for nothing but Christian music here on GJRB. That's where we're going to have Christian rock all day, Christian rock and worship. All the songs pretty much off the GJRB rotation will be played on that Friday. And then Saturday, I'm going to probably take that day off. I'll have uploaded podcast on that day. Uploaded podcast on that day. Ooh, yeah. Final score, game's over. Cubs win. Beat the White Sox 6-3. 6-3. So the Cubs win. Cubs win. Cubs win. Anyway, it doesn't count, but yeah, looking forward to baseball. So at this time, that's it. The Cubs win 6-3, beating the White Sox. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. Before we wrap it up, you got 5 minutes left, so I'm going to close up here real quick. But I just wanted to get the schedule here. On that day, this will be April 4th. The only podcast up that weekend will be the last 7 days Bible study, and I'm going to re-upload the best of the Gary Russen program, because I'm going to play that again. I'm working on a new show. Speaking of the best of the Gary Russen program, working on that video. I was going to do a video today, but being with my cold, I just didn't really feel like being on camera. So I decided to pull a show for video this time around. Just didn't need, and also on top of that, I've got to rearrange some electric cords back here so I can make room for the stuff I want to put here. So I'll be working on that a little bit. I need to reorganize my console system here, because one of these days I'm going to have a lovely avalanche. Marvelous. So I'm going to be take stuff apart and see if I can fix this mess over here. So I'll be working on that a little bit. And so I'll be working a little bit, trying to get that together. And whole lot else. So that's going to do it for the Gary Russen program today. That does it. It's done. Over and finished. The Gary Russen program has come to an end. Thank you a lot for listening to the Gary Russen program here on GJRB Online. Remember, if you want to answer in response to my posting, it doesn't matter if I'm on the air or not. Go ahead and post, because I will. If you send me a message, I will read it on the air on the next show. So if you want to go ahead and do that, please do. A lot of response is appreciated on this program. So please do respond. I want to hear from you. That's going to do it for the Gary Russen program. Have yourself a great night. Have a great weekend. We'll see you tomorrow for the Gary J Sports page. Till then, have a great weekend. So long, everyone. Imagine one day tuning around on your internet radio only to find a station playing old radio programs complete with commercials and thinking, what am I tuning into? The past? You might be, or it's just GJRB Online and Radioland. A day of nothing but classic radio shows back to back with classic commercials in between, like the days of radio. Almost like your computer is picking up signals through time. Closer than you'll ever get to time travel. Radioland. Uploaded as the podcast Saturday, May 2nd on GJRB. The mainstream media is not telling you the truth. They have their own agenda. At GJRB, I have mine, telling you what's really going on with sources like End Time Headlines, InfoWars, Coast to Coast AM, and most importantly, CBN News, keeping you on top of what's happening at the top and bottom of each hour during the Gary Russen program. I'll give you the news and analysis of what I think with Gary J's News and Comment. Get the real news, true news, news that's not in the mainstream, on GJRB. Recently, we lost Robin Williams, an outstanding comedian who suffered a